Hey everyone, welcome back to the Paste Studio. Today we are live from the Manhattan Center with Free Throw. Hi guys, thank you so much for being here. They have a new EP out now called Missing Pieces, so tell us about the first song you're going to play.
The first song we're going to play is a song called Andy and Aya. It's a song about struggles, medication, that kind of stuff. And it was really nice to kind of strip back the song for Missing Pieces and kind of break it down and take it to a more softer area, so we're really excited to try this out.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
I think this is the first time we've ever played any Missing Pieces stuff live, so.
Cool. Whenever you're ready.
All right, cool. Thank you.
Where am I? I'm lost in missing pieces, like a puzzle from the thrift store, left in disarray, bearing mine. My thoughts are underwhelming, nothing's ever vibrant. I feel bland and gray. I'm constantly asking myself, what's the difference? It all seems the same, it makes no sense. And I should care. I walk around and I continue to breathe in the air. Where am I? I'm lost in missing pieces, like a puzzle from the thrift store, left in disarray, buried mine. Thoughts around me. I'm not, and that's not okay. What's the difference? It all seems the same. Just forget this. Soon it all will change. What's the difference? It all seems the same. Just forget this. Soon it all will change. I'm lost in missing pieces. Soon it all will change. Better, I'm different. Soon it all will change. I'm not better, I'm indifferent. Soon it all will change. Soon it all will change.
Thank you. So these songs are from your record that you made last year, or was out last year, called Bare Your Mind. What was it like to revisit those songs for Missing Pieces?
It was very interesting, for sure, because the record is definitely a lot louder and like a lot like more intense in the emotion it kind of puts forth. And going back to these songs and kind of like doing them in much softer versions and like reimagining them was like, it was one of the coolest but also most difficult like processes I've ever been a part of, because you already have the song in your head as like a certain song, and taking it and making it into something different. It's just like kind of like, oh wow, I'm so used to playing this song. I've been touring playing this song for months on end now, and now all of a sudden it's a different song.
Right.
But it was really fun.
I had a blast doing it. We had our friend Jack Mason come down to Nashville. We got to go to a really cool studio. We had like 2 or 3 days to kind of just see what we could come up with.
Yeah.
It's just interesting.
Yeah, and it came out
Yeah, I really enjoyed
a lot better than I expected it to be honest.
Cool. So you like totally reworked those songs.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Kind of from scratch. Well, I mean, you use obviously like a little riff here and there,
Yeah.
but like, yeah, they're completely different, I think, compared to what they originally are.
Definitely.
That's super cool. So tell us about the next song.
All right, playing Weak Tables next,
Oh,
yeah. This next song,
This is the first song we wrote for the album.
yeah, the first song we ever wrote for Bury Your Mind. Actually, when Kevin flew down to try out for the band from Boston, our drummer, we wrote that song the day he like came down and tried out. It was like we were like, I guess you're in the band now, man. You wrote a song with us.
Like this works.
But reimagining the song was like one of my favorite ones to do because the song is like I said earlier, like it's a really loud song and a really like emotional and just like I scream a lot on it. And we kind of took this one down to basically next to nothing. Like it's a really
It's
just
like I'm playing in a
simple.
library. It's like
Yeah, it's almost like just a really simple, barely there kind of rendition of it. It's a lot of fun. I like it a lot. But yeah, the song's called Weak Tables.
On the outside, I'm a social butterfly. But on the inside, it buries me alive. I'm barely getting by and scared of getting high. On the thought that anybody with a shovel could save my life. But I don't think that I want them to. Dig me up, I guess. I was tired of the light, but my eyes have finally had enough of rest. Fuck it, I don't know. Fuck it, I don't know. On the outside, I'm a social butterfly. But on the inside, I'm stuck in my cocoon. Well, I wake up every afternoon to my friends lingering around. I tell them see you soon, but I don't think that I ever will. Bring me out and let me spread my wings. But don't be upset if I decide to shed those things and go back inside. Go back inside. Dig me up, I guess. Bring me out, lay my head to rest. Dig me up, I guess. Bring me out, lay my head to rest. Fuck it, I don't know. Fuck it, I don't know. Fuck it, I don't know. Fuck it, I don't know.
Good times. You know, that was the one I thought I was going to forget lyrics to, and it ended up not being the one I forgot lyrics to.
Sounded great.
I forget all the time.
So I wanted to ask you guys about the Chance the Rapper cover that you
Yeah.
include on this EP, which is really cool, of Same Drugs. Why did you choose that song?
It's a really cool song, you know. Sadly, we're not going to be able to play it today because, like, the arrangement is just, like, kind of strict, kind of crazy. And since we had to pretty much figure out what we were doing yesterday, it kind of wasn't the easiest one to bring together.
Right.
But the reason we chose that song, one, Fred from Triple Crown suggested it to us. And I was already kind of a fan. And Kevin was already kind of a fan. Jake, I think you hadn't really heard it at that point.
No,
right?
no, I really had no prior knowledge to
Yeah,
that
then,
song, so it was cool.
So yeah, like, and when I've always kind of thought that song, like, kind of like I like the lyric style of it and how like it like goes through like almost like the idea of like, you know, losing something and you like almost like he uses like the idea of losing youth with the whole like Peter Pan reference and stuff like that. And mixes that with the idea of like almost losing love. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of just a really cool concept. And it was probably that was the greatest challenge of the whole record, is to figure out a way to make that song sound like us, but still do the song like itself justice without really changing it enough to make it a completely different song.
It was fun to play though.
Yeah.
It was like I didn't think we'd actually finish it.
We were kind of scared we wouldn't know how to.
Probably the most rewarding thing was like sit back at the end of that. Like it took us like 14 hours to record it. We're like, we did. But I like listen. It's weird because I'll listen to it, and I don't really like listening to my own band. But I'll listen, like I'm very proud of that one. So
Yeah, it's pretty seamless the way it went from a Chance the Rapper song to something that you guys made, which is cool. Which is
Thank you.
that's I think what makes a great cover. Like
sure.
when you take something totally different, you know, and kind of make it your own.
And that was definitely like the hardest part of the process. I think was like figuring out how to do that without like, you know, I guess like killing the structural integrity of the song.
that
you
or
know?
just like just ripping it off from making it very
just like
cheesy.
we could have basically, you know, just did the whole piano thing and like just basically sing Chance's song, but we really wanted to make it our own and like
Yeah, definitely.
kind of take it. Singing that song was definitely my biggest challenge in the studio, was like because he sings on a lot of different cadences that I do and stuff like that, and I have experience with rap in the past and stuff, but like having to rap in a soft voice is like almost kind of strange too.
Right.
But it was a lot of fun. It was definitely challenging, but a lot of fun.
Cool. So tell us about this last song.
All right, the last song. I'll be playing by myself, actually.
See it.
Bye.
This last song is, I think it's probably my personal favorite off of Missing Pieces. It's called Randy, I Am the Liquor. And the actual song on the record of Bury Mine was like, it's this really like kind of punk rock, like fun sounding song, but it's a song that's basically about alcohol abuse and like how in the past I've, you know, struggled with drinking way too much and stuff like that. And also struggled with like anxiety, social anxiety and like depression issues and stuff. So it's about, you know, basically the song is like kind of a really sad song about being drunk by myself in my room and my friends not, you know, they don't even know that I'm like in this situation. And so it was really cool to take this song and actually give it like almost a sound that the lyrics themselves kind of reflect, rather than like this like fun punky song that it is on the record. It became this like almost really sad, like kind of bluesy ballad almost, I guess. But yeah, we'll see if I can do this well. But yeah, the song's called Randy, I Am the Liquor.
Drunk in my room, alone again. The second night this week, I call my friends, ask if they could come over, if they've got plans. They try to invite me, but it's not that exciting. Plus this bottle's in my hand, so I just let them go. Why can't I let it go? Fuck it, I'm letting go. Yo, can you hear me? Go numb and lose a feeling. Fucked up, I'm letting go. I don't think that I have the willpower to deal with my own life when everything is going sour. Only getting out to go to work or liquor stores. I can't take this bout, so I destroy my liver more. Fuck this, I'm letting go. Drunk in my room, alone again. For the third night this week, I call my friends, they don't care. Drunk in my room, alone again. For the fourth night this week, I call my friends, they don't care. Fuck it, I'm letting go.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was great.
Yeah.
So one free throw right now.
One of us.
Missing
The other two have
Pieces
taken
is
off.
out now.
Yep.
And thank you so much for being here. That
Yeah,
was
thank you
great.
so much for having us. It's been fun.